2019 was a remarkable year for movies, one I've praised many times in my reviews. It's the year that inspired me to start reviewing films in 2020, though I never got the chance to cover all of the fantastic films that released then. One of those films was Joker, which I absolutely loved. When I first heard about Joker Folie à deux and saw that Lady Gaga had been cast, I was beyond excited. Then the trailers dropped and my hype skyrocketed. But soon after, the reviews started pouring in. Unfortunately, I frequent the darker corners of film Twitter, where negativity thrives. I braced myself for a letdown, expecting the worst based on the chatter. However, when I finally left the theater, I was floored. Was it better than the first film? No. But was it a horrible sequel? Absolutely not. I believe many people completely misunderstood this film, and it's something you can see from the opening animated sequence, which sets the tone for the sequel is truly about. It's clear they didn't get it. I won't lie, when the first trailers dropped, I assumed we were getting a La La Land type musical full of extravagant set pieces. What we got instead was a grim and gritty descent into Arthur Fleck's psyche, where the musical numbers felt grounded with the expectation of a few dreamlike moments. And to be honest, I felt like Joker 2 satisfied. What I've realized is that many critics and film Twitter users jumped on the bandwagon without truly understanding the film. Some likely didn't even see it. In my packed theater, not a single person walked out like film Twitter is suggesting. Not a single groan echoed when the music started. And I heard only positive comments on the way out. This felt like a shared experience where everyone in the room appreciated what the film had to offer. A month ago, Joker Folie à deux premiered at the Venice Film Festival, receiving a 12-minute standing ovation, a reaction I admittedly don't fully understand, but it piqued my interest. The festival's director called it one of the most original films they had ever seen, which resonated with me. They seemed to grasp what the film was trying to convey, and I believe that general audiences gets it too. In contrast, much of film Twitter seems to pile on Joker just for the sake of it, echoing the same complaints about it being derivative or pretentious. But it's okay to not like something without calling it trash. There's nuance. Joker as a character has always been difficult to discuss. He embodies chaos and violence, sparking mayhem wherever he goes, but under Todd Phillips' direction and Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal, Joker became more than just a villain. In the first film, audiences didn't just witness Arthur Fleck, they became him, much to the discomfort of some viewers who expected a more traditional comic book villain. Phillips and Phoenix took risks, offering a unique take on the character, one that dug deeper into Fleck's psyche in this sequel. A great review I read by Reddit user Corn Does Porn captures this perfectly. Throughout the sequel, we see Arthur exploited by prison guards who use him for entertainment, by protesters who adopt him as a symbol to push their agendas, and by Harley Quinn who manipulates him for her own delusions of grandeur, only to discard him when he no longer serves her fantasy. It's a layered look into the life of a man broken by a world that seeks to use him at every turn. Honestly, I was worried this sequel would be boring, but it was everything but. Joker Folie à deux is a musical legal drama that delves deep into the fractured mind of Arthur Fleck, a mentally unstable man trapped in fantasies of music, cartoons, and a desperate longing for love, both real and imagined. The bright moments shine with surreal whimsy, while the darker scenes hit with brutal realism. The contrast is jarring in the best way, emphasizing the push and pull within Arthur's mind. The supporting cast was fantastic as well. It was fascinating to see how each returning character had evolved, particularly Arthur's former fake girlfriend and Mr. Puddles. Brendan Gleeson brought a palpable sense of dread to his scenes, embodying the crushing weight of the brutal system, and Joaquin Phoenix, he somehow managed to top his performance in the first film. He is the Joker, but most of all Arthur Fleck, fully transformed and hauntingly convincing. Lady Gaga was a revelation too, perfectly matching Phoenix's energy with her portrayal of Harley Quinn. Manipulative, obsessive, and utterly unhinged, my girlfriend Jacqueline couldn't stop whispering, "God, she's crazy," throughout the film. Visually, Joker 2 was stunning. Todd Phillips deserves more respect for his directorial choices. Many film critics love to dismiss him, accusing him of simply copying Taxi Driver and The King of Comedy in the first film. But inspiration is part of filmmaking, and people conveniently forget that Scorsese himself produced Joker. Just because Phillips built his career on comedies like The Hangover doesn't mean he can't create art. Joker and its sequels are both artistic, magical, and filled with nuance. The sequel, in particular, feels darker despite its musical elements, as it focuses on Arthur Fleck coming to terms with the fact that he's not the Joker everyone idolizes, he's just Arthur Fleck, lost in his own delusions. This film is in many ways a critique of its own success. The first Joker was a box office hit, but it also glorified the character's violence to a point where many audiences forgot about Arthur's tragic, broken state. In Folie, we see the stark consequences of this idolization. Spoiler, by the end, Fleck is killed by someone ready to take up the mantle, a person who's willing to embrace the Joker persona that society craves, which Korn Does Porn happily points out in his take. The animated opening sequence really sets the tone for Joker 2. If you don't pay attention or aren't willing to engage with the message, then yes, this movie will likely fall flat for you. But the truth is, it's all laid out right in front of you from the start. The dynamic between Arthur Fleck and Joker is central to the film. In essence, Joker is Arthur's shadow, an alter ego that he desperately clings to for validation. That first movie, it's essentially the TV movie that they keep referencing throughout the sequel, something adored by the masses, but that Arthur himself is unsure of. He's constantly seeking reassurance that that TV movie was good, hoping that his persona is still alive within him, even though the film shows us time and time again that it's Arthur, not Joker, who remains at the core of his fractured identity. This psychological battle is a key element of the sequel's narrative, and it's what makes the film such a fascinating, layered experience for those who are willing to see it. The first film, Joker, holds a special place in my heart. Not because I identify with the character or think he's a great protagonist, I don't, but because it was the first movie I saw with my girlfriend in theaters. It's been over 5 years, and I'm happier than ever. We saw the sequel last night together, and with Lady Gaga in the mix, who my girlfriend adores, it made the experience even better. Sure, there were a few things we didn't love, but overall, we were satisfied. In the end, Joker Folie Deux is a creative, dark, and worthy sequel that deserves more appreciation than it's getting. Don't let the critics dissuade you, this film is worth seeing. Go check it out for yourself and make up your own mind. It's far from the disaster some are claiming it to be.
Tell us, what's changed, Arthur?
I'll tell you what's changed. I'm not alone anymore. That's what we should be talking about.
I want to see the real you.
Tune in every Friday for new movie videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what other movies you would like me to do videos on. Thank you, Mom, for editing the scripts for my movie essays. I appreciate you. Till next time, thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.